What up, Foosers? FooserX here to do some reaction. Man, it has been a long time. I think I've just been watching some Foos a little bit lately, and I was just so impressed. I started missing it. Colorado State just happened, and I wasn't there. Kind of sad. Definitely a little bit sad. And this is going to be a short one. I think I just need to knock the rust off. I definitely don't want to come across negative. I don't even know if I remember how to play foosball. But again, what are we looking at on this channel? We're not just looking to watch foosball, and we're not really commentating on what is happening here. We're really looking at why people are doing certain things, what kind of lessons we could take from that, things that maybe they aren't doing, things they should be doing. You guys get the gist. So this one is Ditto, and I don't know who he's playing with, and it's Cain Gabriel and Kevin Romero. And so this is double Pro Master team. Probably if you were to put these in like the worlds, they should probably be definitely a top 10 team, and who knows where from there. But this is a team that could absolutely win a title. And Ditto, he's a pro. He's from Arizona. I think maybe he taught Robbie how to play, or maybe he just met Robbie. I can't remember, but really solid pro. He definitely plays up to the level of competition. When he is dialed in and focused, I've seen him give Masters all they can handle. He's really great in both positions, great singles player, just really good all-around player. I think he's got a really great passion and love for this game. Like, there's not a lot of people that like truly love the game. Like, there's a lot of players out there that kind of come and go, but he really, really loves this game. I know his dad loved it too, and that was a big part of their lives and something that they shared together. So anyways, I think if you would have had the chance to tour a lot more, touring's expensive, and back then there wasn't a pro division. Like, it was expert and open. Like, that was it. Or no, was there a pro? I can't remember. I think it was just expert and open. And once you graduated expert, like, you were instantly going to be going 3 or 4 and out in every open event for like a year or two until your skills got good enough to start winning cash. And it's just that at that point in time, that was the learning curve where people just kind of quit. Like, I don't want to give up too much of my life to be able to get at that level. So I think if Ditto maybe had the means, he might have been able to get up there. He's a very cerebral player. So let's check it out. The world's best pull kick takes Kevin Master by surprise. And at the end of this, we'll look at the comments here, because there's another kind of interesting discussion. All right, let's get it on. Mr. Romero, Mr. Gabriel. I like it right off the bat. I would have liked to see a little bit more time being taken, but look, he moves it. One more time. Brings it over. He's like already, like, you could tell, very like has like a mastery of the 5-bar. When you watch like amateurs and like low level experts, they're bringing it over and it takes them a while just to get the ball in position, but instantly within a second or two, the ball's already in the position for a sit still stick series or tic tac six blat series. So right off the bat, he's ready to go. Like, he can go lane or wall, and he just check it. And because he's got such great ball control, and this is what you guys want to have, it allows your attention to focus on the defense. So that's what Cain's doing right now, is got the ball in position. Let me check out what Ditto's given. I can guarantee you right here, when you see somebody put 2 hands on the 5-row and they're going very fast, like, you're probably going to go wall. So, like, if you're playing people, and then just one more tip to learn, and we probably went over this a lot, when you see somebody buzzing, if you have an unerasable wall, it's going to get through 90% of the time. he sees that Ditto is moving, and even when he's on the wall, he's not stuck to the wall, and he's definitely not stuck to the wall very long. And goes wall. Great. And same thing. Look how fast he set that ball up on the 5. Look how fast he got that set up on the 3 rod. And that's something you don't get at the rookie low expert level. I mean, this is super fast. So what he is ready to go right off the bat. There's no fucking around. He's not waving his man around the ball. He's not faking. Like, he's like, hey, I got 15 seconds up here. I'm going to make the most of it. Guys giving him the standard. Good block. Good scrappiness. Again, like we were talking about Ditto's strengths. Like he's got some of the best hands I've seen on the table. Like great reaction, just a great feel for the game. It's coming down the table, and if you're not going to catch it, be scrappy and try to put it on goal, and good things will happen. Looks good. I mean, definitely a super fast wall. I think I don't know. It's not really following our 5 bar theory. It's definitely going into that option right off the bat versus taking your time and reading that hole. But whatever, you can do it. Um, Last time when we were watching this, he gave up that straight. The defense, he blocked him, but he definitely was showing him the straight for a few seconds. And it looks like Kane was like, oh, I will remember what I did last time. I set it up, and he went into that standard defense and gave up the straight right off the bat. So that's probably what Kane's doing here is like the second he saw it, he prepared for it, and he took it. And that's the benefit of waiting. He's still like quick shot, kind of quick shot the last time. But the longer you sit on it over and over and over again, you start mixing up your timing, not just because it's smart to do that. Like the reason we mix up our timing is because we know that hole's going to be there. Kane knew that straight was going to be there because he remembered it from the last 3 bar series. So just this is stuff that new players like they don't get. Like they start learning the game and they're just shooting like too fast. They're not thinking about it, and they're not thinking how Robbie explained to me like multi-dimensionally. Kane is recalling a past event, and now he's shooting based off that past event. Like that's what a series is on the 3 bar. So we'll see if he can keep it up. Really great, really great setup here. Pretty much just like Kane, brings it over, does a toss, and again, these are pros. They can do what they want. Personally, I like a little bit of like Rico's 5. I like multiple tosses before you pass for the first couple times, just so you start getting a feel for what kind of defense Kane's going to give. But brings it over, very slow toss, gets right to the sweet spot. He sees Kane is not really buzzing, not really buzzing too far, like too hard. And he sees him in the lane right there, and he goes, and it's a very fast, crispy wall pass. But here's the world's best pull kick. Boom. Look at Kevin's D. He is on the long, right? Right there. He is on the long. Ditto is just waiting for it. And I think that's why when you see somebody dragging it, once it hits here and he's cradling it, he is just, it's like cocking the gun. Like this whole time he's cradling it, he's just dialed in on one hole. He's dialed in on the long hole. Comes off, and that hole cannot get any bigger unless you like tilted the man up. I mean, that's as big a hole as you're going to get. So fantastic reading by Ditto. I don't know how many times. I feel like Kevin's probably played Ditto a lot. I don't know why that hole was so big. It probably he was bringing this man over, but just a little too slow. And Ditto, it's probably a good D, but because Ditto is just so focused on the long, and you got to know that when you play against him, his long is just nuclear. Like he's just waiting on the slightest hint of somebody coming off the long, and that's what he did. And even though Kevin's coming over here to block it, like just better offense. No, no, he wasn't even coming over to block. He was just, yeah, I don't know. He just, all right. So that's 3 walls in a row. Good. Was that a wall? Told you guys I'm fucking rusty, so we'll analyze the shit out of things. Getting a read on things. Gonna see if Ditto is going to come off the wall still. God, he's too fast. I don't even know where he's going because his pass is too fast. Again, Ditto's got his toss, tosses it off the wall, continues the toss, the motion. This is what we want to see, just like Kane's doing it with his series. His is a stick, Ditto's is kind of like a brush, but they're doing the same thing. They're getting these multiple tosses in to get a read on what the other player's doing and to just see what pass in their arsenal fits for this series. Well, let's check it out because that is the option. Sorry, guys, I'm just curious. What pass he did. Where I wish there was a faster way to do this. And now I'm just stuck, and now I'm just driven. Like I'm just stubborn to figure out what's happening here. Yep, painful, guys. It's painful for me too. I want to know what hole he was going to. So, all right, there it goes. It looks like he's coming up for the pass. So he's definitely not reading the middle correctly, and he goes middle. So, huh? It is interesting because he's not passing it. He's not that lateral speed is not going fast to that lane. Which I mean, that's the power of the stick series is you're gonna pass the toss and then you're gonna hit it faster than they can react. But here he's just kind of going into motion. He's just hitting it without even passing it, just like without passing it hard or tossing it hard. So I don't know. Again, reactions off the wall. We're talking double toss right off the bat, so good patience from Ditto. Hold on 1 second. I just got a email saying I have been qualified in the examination for a new job, which I've been unemployed for, God, fuck, September, October, 3 months now. Like, Maui is a hard place to find a job. You're just like overqualified or like it's not a lot of opportunity here. Oh yeah, sorry guys, we are reacting here. So what's Ditto doing? Oh yeah, he's gonna do this 2 to the 2 pass. He's keying off and looking at this hole right here. I think. I mean, it looks like Kane is kind of moving. He's not moving super fast. But he just needed to be a little bit faster. And again, so spitballing, reacting here. I feel like when I played Kane, sometimes passing on him was really easy. Sorry, Kane. because he had this type of fibro defense, and he probably just wasn't taking me serious as a DYP, and maybe he's feeling me out, whatever. I find this type of motion very easy to pass on. It's just it's not fast enough, and you can see the holes. You can see, um, it's just, I don't know how to describe it. It's very smooth, which allows you to visualize the hole really easily and predict where the hole's going to be. That's the best I can say it. And yeah, it's just not fast enough. Like when you're going faster, you're forcing that person to guess. When you're mixing up your tempo, it gets a little bit more random. Anyways, let's see what Ditto does again with his pull kick. If I was Kevin, I would not give him the long. Kevin is Kevin is not giving him the long, and Ditto. This is a series. He set Kevin up with that nasty long the first time, and so he kind of goes into like this quick motion, and it's not normal to come back to the short. And again, Kevin does not react one bit. So super smooth pull kick. Great series that he's working. You hit the long. Well, now I know I've set you up for that middle. And so he was also, just like Kane was dialed in on that straight, Ditto was dialed in on that slice right there, that slice dink. And it's even a fast kind of dink. It's not a slow dink. So pretty great. I mean, really, this is pro foosball here. You're setting people up. Just good shit. And he went right off the bat. And Kevin, I don't know what Kevin. This is also a great defense to shoot on when you have somebody not being very fast here. You know, this is not our typical. You're blocking a rollover. It's very herky jerky and random and very fast, and you're buzzing in and out. This is very smooth and just, hey, let me try to outthink you kind of defense, and we will see if Kevin changes that up to adjust to Ditto's shooting. Yeah, I mean, he was set up for the dink. He knew it was going to be there, and he was waiting on it. And it was just there really early in the count. And I also think that's a really good shot from Ditto because, I mean, it's kind of counterintuitive because if you're taking your time all the time, then the person gets used to you taking your time, or not even just that, but when you start taking your time on a shot, at least as a defender, it's telling me, wow, this person's really thinking about their shot. They're really looking at my holes. That's going to let me start sucking them into things. So the fact that Ditto takes it right off the bat, he's not allowing Kevin to establish any kind of defensive patterns or anything. So really good stuff. And like sometimes because I'm not a quick shooter, and I think you need to mix it up, there's definitely a lot of value in quick shooting. Again, so I don't know. I mean, just very fast, like not really taking his time on the fibro. And I mean, it's not even like Ditto is baiting him for that. Like he's just hitting right into the five. And I don't know, is he, I don't know, like it kind of looks like, God, what was his name? It's been too long. The guy who's an expert and he kept making the finals. And I kept saying he's a hit and hope five and shot, but everybody's like, no, man, he's fantastic, and he's got good five, but you want, again, you want to give that person some time to let the series develop, and you're not. If you're just going into motion too fast and you're hitting the ball into somebody else before they're even giving you defense, like that means you're not playing smart foosball. I mean, it is. Like, again, pro master player, kick my ass like probably 8 out of 10 times, but that doesn't mean we can't still nitpick on things. And again, another option. I think this time I don't like it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great pass, but Kane's on the, like, again, Kane is not giving fast defense. So Ditto's bringing it over. I mean, he doesn't even bring it over. He just instantly goes into motion. Kane's on the up, like he's on the hole that Ditto is trying to hit or does hit. he's just not right where he needs to be. And so, yeah, like Ditto's not taking his time on the 5-row either, and it's an option pass. Like the series should be, we're going to brush it, multiple tosses, our guys over the ball so we know we can brush that ball at any point in time. And then once we know how that defender is reacting and what we're going to see, then we throw in our option, and it's going to be an educated guess. Again, this is going back to my 5-bar theory video, but don't get me wrong, it's a good pass, but why? I don't know. Why would you choose to do that unless he sees Kane on the lane and he knows that when you got a good feel for it, you know you can go into that off the wall because you know they're going to dive to the wall. I don't know. It's option pass for sure. But so best pull kick in the world, 3 for 3. Let's see what the defense looks like. Let's see what we think Ditto is doing here. The first possession, he took his time and cranked that long. Second time, he waited for that slice to open up right off the bat. And so let's see what he's probably looking at right here. He's definitely seeing that Kevin's giving him the dead row. And so he knows the middle is going to be there, or do I want to time dead row? Well, it looks long, right, guys? Yeah, and this is somebody who knows he can hit dead row, and it is very close to unraceable, just like a long pull shooter. Just like, God, I was reacting to another match a couple days ago, and then I forgot to hit start. It was Ryan Napton, and he was shooting on Jedi, and he only went pull side for 3 games in a row. But it's because he was looking at the defense. When somebody's giving you the dead row, like, and you know you can hit that, like, you're just looking for movement off of it, and it looks like boom, and you can barely even see it. So God, I can't wait to talk about the end of this when somebody said Tony's is just the best ever. It's pretty fast. I mean, he's timing it perfect, and it's unraceable. So what are you gonna say? Like, well, this person's is even more unraceable. I don't know. I mean, it's not like he's shooting on a beginner over there. Like Kevin's a elite pro master. So let's see. Again, like really fast choices to pass, but reads it right. And again, we've talked about this a lot. When you start passing fast, you start shooting fast. I mean, that's just kind of natural. But let's see what Kane was looking at. Brings it over, instantly ready to go right there. I think he's just predicting that hole's going to be open. But I guess what I don't like, again, we're nitpicking, we're reacting. If you were to wait, like, I mean, he's shooting and passing within 2 seconds. So if you know at the second time he had this, he took that straight, wouldn't you think? And again, this is hindsight here. Like, nobody get grumpy. Hey, he left me the straight last time. Oh, this is Rudnicki, I think. Well, no wonder then, because Rudnicki is also a top pro master. I did not expect Rudnicki to be playing pits, and so these guys have played each other all the time. So this is probably just some chess game they have. Yeah, I didn't know who this was, but now that I know who this was, it sort of changes my reactions. So they're just doing this chess match, and it almost looks like it's 50-50. He's kind of keeping his guys kind of tight, but I would think you would want to take your time to say like, oh, let me start pumping the straight and make you pucker up, or let me just sit on that straight again because I know you're going to come off of it. But instead, he goes into his man. So I mean, it's so fast. Great reaction by Kane. Again, like, I mean, he is not waiting on anything. Sorry, guys. I just want to know, is he... So Ditto's buzzing in the middle. He's just buzzing away. So it looks like he is... Yeah, I mean, he's just reading it so fast. Like, Ditto's sitting on the wall. He's like, well, I went wall a few times last time. I'll just instantly go into motion. And it's so flipping fast. I mean, you can't even see it on the screen, even when I'm going frame by frame. So, great pass. Again, not taking his time. And right now it's just a chess match. And Kane nods his head like, oh, you got me. Because notice his defense. Last couple times he's given him the standard. Now he switches it up. He has given Kevin this huge juicy hole here. It's just different. And then he's like, nope, I'm not going to give you that long hole. And then this guy, this whole match so far, he's kind of been moving this guy a lot, and he just leaves this guy still. And if you're, if you're too focused on quick shooting, like you kind of, these are the traps you get sucked into. It's like, oh, I just assume he's going to move there, and Rudnicki's like, nope, I will be a little bit smarter here, and I'm changing up what I'm doing. So he's adapting. He's like, oh, you're quick shooting. Well, now instead of bobbing off holes, I will stay on that hole, and you're going to quick shoot right into my guy. So fantastic block, and Kane nods. He gives it up, saying like, yep, good block. And now he is back to the standard. So again, like so many lessons in this video, and it's only a 3-minute video, and it's already taken like an hour to react to this, because you don't need a long reaction video all the time. This is what you do as a goalie. Like, he is cycling through different defenses. He's not always giving him the standard. He's giving it to him a lot, and then every now and then he's slowing it up. He's giving him a reverse defense. So really great defense by Rudnicki. And again, he's quick shooting, and this was like, I think it was Shannon Coley, maybe we were reacting to him. He could not stop quick shooting. How are you going to beat the defense? Well, I will just quick shoot even faster. And that's what he does. Sets it up. He knows that, oh, the first couple possessions, when he's giving me this defense, he's coming off the straight. And so he's back to that strategy. Boom. Comes off the straight, and he times it like super perfect, because Rudnicki was coming out like he was definitely was not fully abandoning the hole to give up that straight. He just came off like a second. And I guess Kane reads that really well. Really great tossing. Fantastic pass. I mean, look at this. Ready to go, ready to go, ready to go. Getting a full read on Kane's defense. And again, Kane's not moving his vibro fast. And ditto. Definitely, like, it's sort of like a hybrid series. And he sees that opening, and it's just so huge. Like, oh shit, never mind. It wasn't huge because he blocked it. What? I thought he caught it and then he dropped it, but it looks like Kane blocked it. What the fuck? We're gonna see what happens. So he does. He goes for the high lane. I think. Let's see. Tosses it. And then you can see Kane's giving him that. What happened? So that's just a misexecution. Maybe he's going for the super high lane. I guess this is going to come up way up here, but the lane's there. Definitely slowing it up right now. And again, I'm not a super huge fan of a series like this because you're relying on deception and pattern. Like you're right, relying on deception to get it through the hole, and that's not the power of the stick series. The power of the stick series is sitting on it and or dribbling it fast like Tony and exploding on that hole whenever you see it. Like he's not really exploding on the hole. He's he's made up his mind what he's going to pass, but the pass has to go from here to here, back to here, and that's just not it's not efficient foosball. And I don't even know if Ditto saw it coming, but he doesn't need to because it's not like he's not really reading that hole right. He's not blowing out the hole when it needs to be blown up instantly. Again, just my reactions. Don't hate me. Look right here. This is absolute perfection. As the goalie, we have not talked about Mr. Romero setting it up for the pull. Not only is he setting up for the pull, his eyes totally his eyes were down here while he was setting it up. The second it's still, you see his eyes look down the table, and he's not even moving his head, which is even even better because by not moving your head, like you're well, a couple things. One is we know you're not hitting and hoping. We see that he is analyzing the defense, but maybe even just as important is there's no tell. You know, if you're looking down, you don't have to look back. Um, so just this is what you want to do, guys. Set up your pull. You're ready to blow up that hole whenever you see it because you're looking down there, and he is absolutely reading the defense. And what are the holes? Well, you got the spray long. Maybe you cut it straight, but definitely the long is there if Ditto is just going to hang out by the big dot. He's even coming in. Yeah, he's doing an okay zone. And Kevin is just taking his time. Boom. Yeah, I mean, Ditto's on the long for most people. Like, you're right around Big Dot, and he's right around Big Dot with a 5-row, but you guys go to your table. Is it good enough to put everything on Big Dot? No, because there's still half the goal that Kevin can hit, and he's got Big Daddy. It looks like it cut back a little bit or something, but great shot by Kevin. Mark Mark has a hodgepodge back there, but he's always pretty smart. He doesn't get stuffed a lot. He'll set it up and pass and shoot, but every now and then he'll throw in other stuff. Again, just super quick shooting. I mean, it's just too fast. Like he's not even giving a chance for Rudnicki to come off the hole. Like he was trying to come off the hole, and Kane just hits right into his guy. So it's always weird. You know, Kane's probably a top 10 player on Tornado in the world, and you can definitely tell it's unraceable. But I don't know why people play. I've definitely seen him play smarter, where he takes his time. So who knows? And again, he is not playing fast here. It is super easy to read, and Ditto is. I don't think he's thrown 2 brushes. So yeah, he's working the series for sure. He's done multiple tosses every single time he gets it, and so now by doing these multiple tosses, even though he's not milking the whole clock, he's looking at what Kane's doing, and when he sees Kane just relaxing, like, hey, boom, I'm looking, I'm probably going to go into this pass. Let's see if you let me, and he does. I mean, it's huge, it's easy. I mean, this is what a series is. You're setting each time you are setting up the ball to do something different, and you're getting a read on the defender. Boom. What happened there? Going, looks like an option back to the first guy. Boom. Again, like Kevin's on the long this time, and Ditto is not. That one he's not working the series. Like he's not taking his time. He's doing what Kane did. well, I'm gonna shoot really fast. And Kevin's like, well, sorry, I know you can do that. I'm not gonna give you that. There it is. Like, hey, setting it up, boom. Oh, and Ditto apologizes because I don't know what happened. Maybe he cut it through here, or maybe it went long. But Kevin's on the middle and long, and somehow it went in there. And Ditto's just like, sorry. Hey, sometimes shit happens, and it went in anyways. That was just one game. All right, so good stuff. I feel like we got to analyze a lot. We got to see how to shoot a two bar. We got to see some 5-row series develop. We got to see what we don't want to see on a 5-row series by going in too fast and shooting too fast. I also think maybe next video I'm going to find some 5-row defense that I like. But for me, seeing a 5-row this slow is very easy to pass on. So just it probably works and doesn't work for different people. So good shit. So this was fun reading the comments because somebody's like, "Is this the best pull kick?" He's like, "No, Spreeman's is better." Like I don't know this guy, so I think when Ray posted, and again, this video is from Ray Gun Promotions. He's got a great channel. He's getting a lot of subscribers, and he's putting up world class foosball every week. So this is free shit that you guys can just come and watch and start just looking at things the way we need to look at them. Start studying players if you want. Um, I think when he's titled this World's Best Pull Kick, I think he's just promoting local talent. I don't think he genuinely sat down and went down the list of best pull kickers. I think he's just like, hey, this is my hometown bro. It's a super nasty pull kick. It's working this pro master. I'm just going to say it's the best pull kick. So fantastic. And then Jeremy B says that it's a bold statement to claim that. And again, I don't think he meant that. And he's just saying it's a fact that Tony's is one of the best. Well, so is Ditto's. And I'm only saying this because there's not a lot of great pull shooters in there. If you've got a great pull kick, and when I say pull, I meant pull kick, you're probably in that group of greatest pull kickers because there's just not a lot of them. He is setting up his series. He's working the dinks. He hits it off a tic tac and the cradle. He's working the series, and I don't like. I've never. This is just me. I've never seen Tony Spreeman work a series. I've seen him blast a lane pass or wall pass into a pull kick long, and then you can't see it. In that instance, yeah, like it's super nasty. But is it going dead row every time? Does he shoot a series sometimes? Like why is he not? If that's the world's best pull kick, why isn't he not ever using that in a match? I have seen him use it even on this reaction channel. I have seen him work a pull kick, and he does it just it. It's more of like a funsy game for him. I don't know. There was a time where I didn't think anyone's could be better than Chris Dube. I never got to watch Chris Dube play. I wish I did because I've heard legendary things about his pull kick. Um, Tony's on another level. Well, he is. He's been touring since he's like 4 years old or whatever. Like, of course he's gonna have a disgusting pull kick because he just has that experience. But I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I'd love for anybody to chime in there and say Tony actually works a series with dinks. He could switch to the pull kick and it would be just as nasty. He goes straights and middles just as good as he does long. I just see him go long all the time. That doesn't mean you have the best one. But again, very open. I am not being closed-minded, and I'm not saying Ditto's is better. I have not seen it. I've not seen it. This guy, as brief as it was, has some skill at hitting the shot. Oh my gosh, some skill. He's a pro level player. Like he went pro, and he just got through blasting a pro master. Like not just blasting it, but pretty good. So let's see. You have to expect there's going to be some pushback with the way the video is titled. I don't. If you guys want to push back on somebody propping up local talent, I guess so. But I don't think Ray really meant it was the world's best. When am I going to put more videos? This is my first one in a long time. I don't know. I just focused on other shit for a little bit, but I miss it. I miss watching foosball. Um, Congrats to some of the Colorado players that have gone pro master. I mean, that's all. That's if you want to get good at foosball, you move to one of those hubs where they have talent like this. I mean, look at this talent. This is a DYP, probably, or not even DYP. This is like a local BYP. You got one, two. You got two pro masters. I don't know if Rudnicki ever went master, but he definitely beats masters all the time. I mean, all the time. He just doesn't tour to get the points. And you have what used to be a top pro, and he doesn't tour as much as he used to, but he still plays a regular. This is elite talent. You know, every week, probably maybe even a couple times a week, you get elite talent. So if you are young and you can afford it, move to Denver or Dallas or maybe Florida somewhere, like one of those places. Maybe there's something in California where there's just elite talent like this. You'll get very good very fast. All right, dudes. Mahalo. Thank you for being patient. Thanks for all the support. And thanks to Colorado Foosball just for just being awesome. I definitely miss that family there. And thanks to Ray. I hope you will continue to let me react to some of your videos, Ray. Um, Keep Foos going strong. I know Colorado State sounded like it was pretty badass. All right, dudes. Laters.